This is U105. Good morning to you, and good morning to Dr. Jonny Bloomfield, who'll put a spark back into your January if it has slipped away already. Jonny, good morning.
Good morning, Frank. How are you? Happy New Year.
The same to you, my man. The same to you. How do we rejuvenate ourselves at this stage in January, which is, no time into the month, but we've already fallen off the wagon when it comes to the resolutions. Tuesday the 9th. Steer us in the right direction. One final push we need.
Sure thing, Frank. Yes, obviously this time of year is when people commit to making a lot of changes, particularly around their health and their well-being, of course, but other things included too. But yes, we all know that resolutions are a hot topic around about the 1st of January, and maybe a week or 10 days in, many people start to struggle. There's lots of statistics go around the internet. I've found one that about 25% of people have broken or quit their resolution by the end of the first week. And a few years ago, there was a popular app called Strava that said the 12th of January is officially the quitting day, where they just see all this surge of activity on their platform, and then it just seems to disappear around after the 12th. But I think we do this because we're motivated for change. We see the new year as a fresh start, and there is research around that being a real thing. And what we kind of seem to want to do is we want to leave behind an old self and start afresh with a new self. And your brain kind of sees those two in competition and sees the new self as the victor, the one that's I can succeed, I can move forward in my new self image, and this is really important to be able to see that new image and to believe in it, and to really visualize it and see it as a step forward for you. Because once you see that and believe it, then you've got the power to make that behavior change, and you develop something called self-efficacy, which is all about the self-belief and confidence to execute and do that. So I'm happy to throw out a few things here this morning on the radio, just to kind of give people a bit of help to see that vision a bit clearer and actually put it into action.
Okay, so give us a few bullet points.
Well, okay, so first of all, picking what's called a temporal landmark. So 1st of January is a temporal landmark, big one for everyone. But it could be a Monday. Monday's always a fresh start. Monday's a new day, or a birthday, or any sort of day that is significant for you. So it's all about setting a start date, and then determining that is when I will change into my new self. So you have a concrete date, and then instead of going for a year-long change or a forever change, do what if you ever click on and subscribe to something, they do a mini trial. So I would recommend everyone think about doing a 30-day trial of one aspect of your new self. So make it really small, really simple to do, and just commit to do it every day for 30 days and start to build momentum. And that can really lead into more things as you start to build that self-efficacy and the belief and the confidence that, yes, this change is happening. Yes, I can do this. Yes, I can keep this going. And just see each step of the change as a mini step, and you start to snowball the effect, and you accumulate. You kind of stack the habits, is what we kind of talk about. What do you do when temptation arrives, bud? You let it go. You don't see temptation as failure. So you will undoubtedly have obstacles in your way, and that's just something you have to accept and be prepared for right from the beginning. So if you're very hard on your change to say I'm leaving the past behind and I'm moving forward and I'm never doing that again, it has a level of unrealism to it, because obstacles will get in your way. So it's all how you navigate those obstacles, and you kind of have to prepare and plan for them coming, and have strategies to negotiate our way around them, and perhaps have a level of flexibility in your change to say, if I don't stay on track, it's okay, because what you can do is you can create another temple start date. I call it a clean slate. You go, okay, so I had a bad day today. A clean slate tomorrow. Start, and I keep going. Try not to see one failure or one negative on your journey as a catastrophe. Just accept it as an obstacle, move on, and keep progressing on the path that you want to go for. So that's a bit of self-forgiveness and a bit of flexibility is really key. Something that's really important, Frank, really, really critical, is to change your environment. So if your environment stays the same, you will stay the same. So what you got to start to do is think of things around you that will, because they play such an important role in the habits that we currently have and the formation of new habits. So think about maybe doing a kitchen makeover, getting rid of some of the stuff in the kitchen that maybe shouldn't be there. The temptation, if you could take them away, remove them out of your environment, make them harder to reach, less accessible, you're less likely to face those obstacles. So if you can clean up things like that, do a social media audit, detox your social media, clear out your closet of clothes that you've not worn or don't fit you anymore or something. So a reminder of the past. If you can, have a way of disposing of them or donating them to charity shops or something, some way of passing them on ethically and sustainably, so that so you can have a more relevant closet. Clean out your car. That's another good one. You can accumulate stuff in your car that shouldn't be there. Let's make that a clean environment. And then even just rearranging your furniture a little bit. Moving your bed to the other side of the room, or turning a sofa a different direction, or moving a chair. Just some small adjustments make a big difference, because you notice the change, and that helps you with other changes.
So that keeps you buzzing for those subtle changes, emptying the wardrobe, getting the larder decluttered, ensuring that the car's tidy, the bed maybe facing the other way. Those things freshen you up mentally as well as, I suppose, preparing you physically.
Yeah, they break old cycles. So we know whenever you come in the door, you'll throw your car keys on the dish. Or you'll do the same old habit, but if the dish is moved, then you have to change. So you get the metaphor there. So like if there's different things in your environment, that will prompt and make you change, and also you'll notice the change as well. My last piece, which is something that's really, really popular, and it'd actually be quite good to hear some of the listeners text this in if it's appropriate. But so a lot of people, because of their past successes or not successes with resolutions, they've changed to having a word of the year, and it acts as a North Star. So it's like this idea of having a guiding word that will help you with your decision making along the year, or like I said, that points you towards that North Star, and that word can really help you with a fresh sense of a fresh start. It gives you a feeling of you have a new identity, or you've got this new self, and you're in a new phase of life. So you kind of
what sort of word? What do you mean by a word being a North Star?
So there's 80,000 words in the English language, and every single one could possibly count towards this. But I have a short list here of things like peace, calm, focused, joyful, active, being organized, thriving, courageous, harmonious, being balanced. Those types of words are like if you're making a decision whether to do this or that, does that keep me balanced? Because that's my North Star for that's the way I want to be this year. I want to feel more balanced. I want to feel more focused. I want to experience more joy. I want to feel at peace. So when you're making decisions about doing things or choosing things, then you let that word guide you as a real North Star of your decision making. So you write that word, you put it on your fridge, or you put it on a post-it note and stick it above your computer screen where you suddenly see it every day, multiple times a day, or you create a picture and make it your home screen on your phone. So you see it multiple times a day, and you go, right, that's what I'm trying to achieve this year. And that can be really helpful. So as I say, it'd be really wonderful maybe the listeners maybe text in if anyone has a word of the year. It might be nice to see what the range is.
Absolutely. I'll throw that out. Jonny, positivity certainly is your buzz. I'm not sure if that's your word of the year or not, but you're one of the most positive people I've ever spoken to. Jonny, thank you. Dr. Jonny Bloomfield, JonnyBloomfield.com, with us here, giving us a little bit of a spurt on this, the 9th day of January, when, you're feeling that the resolutions are slipping through your fingers. So do you have a word of the year, a word that you turn to, that is stuck on your fridge, that may be the screensaver on your phone? Have you a word that you say to yourself, and why did you choose that particular word? Do let us know. 02890 333 105.